न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः।
Om Amritageetananda Namaha. Welcome to Amrita Vaibhavam. This is a series of talks, devotional songs, spiritual discussions and symposiums offered by our own Swamijis, Swaminis, Brahmacharis, Brahmacharinis, householder devotees, staff and students of Amrita institutions. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said that the Guru imparts knowledge to his disciples, and to test if they have understood it rightly, he asks one or two to repeat that information. This is the same method that is being followed in several of our modern educational institutions as well. Our own Amma follows this method many times. With that in mind, let's listen to today's episode. Om Amritageetananda Namaha.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Dhyayamo Dhavalavakunthanavatim Tejomayam Nishtikim Igdhapanga Vilokinim Bhagavatim Mandaspita Sri Mukim Valsalyamritavarshinim Samaduram Sankirtanalapinim Shamangi Madhasikta Suktim Amritanandamayi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Amritageetananda Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Mahasaraswati Namaha. Om. My infinite prostrations at the lotus feet of my Sadguru, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother. I my humble pranams to all of us beloved children watching this episode. So we continue with the salient features of Sanatana Dharma, special features of Sanatana Dharma. Briefly, we have already discussed about the Guru Parampara, and then we suddenly came to the very, very important topic of idol worship. We have already discussed 3 episodes on idol worship, and now the other important topics are, as we know, we have said that Jivan Mukti, one who we get realization even when we are in the body. That is a very important topic. Then again we have Varna Sarma Dharma. That also is a very important topic. We say the heaven and hell are impermanent. That also is an important topic. So like that, a very, very important topic we will discuss today is only in our Sanatana Dharma, Devi is considered, or Devi is actually the supreme being. In all other the cultures, like Greek, the Greek mythology, or Egyptians or Roman culture, they have goddesses, but that goddesses is not, they are not given the supreme being status, whereas in our culture we consider Devi as the supreme being because she is the supreme being. So we know very well that we call the all-pervading, the infinite consciousness, as we give the name of Brahman. Brahman means the all infinite consciousness. So Brahman's how to see it as the creation. The creation, his own Shakti, we call it Mahamaya. By his Maya Shakti, he brings out the creation. And in that, we can remember very well that the Amma herself, a long time, I think 1 year back, Amma herself given us this topic in Bhagavad Gita. Almost many of our in Ashramites, we have spoken about this topic. Amma said in Bhagavad Gita, Amma gave us this Verse, Daivi Shesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durathaya Mameva Ye Prabhadyante Maya Metam Tarantate. That is the song she gave. She gave that one. So this topic, many of us have spoken. The Mameva Ye Prabhadyante Mayam Etam Tarantate. One who is able to totally surrender to me, he alone can cross my Maya. Maya is very powerful. It's a deluding power, and one who surrenders to me, he alone can cross that Maya. That is the meaning. So we say that Brahman and Maya Shakti, Mahamaya, they are inseparable. Amma herself gave the very beautiful example of the dancer and the dance. She asked us, are they one or are they two? We can see the dancer and the dancer and the dance. So we can say that they are one, or they can say they are two. Both are correct or both are wrong, because they are inseparable. When the dancer dances, he becomes the dancer. So the dancer is depending upon the dance. The dance depends upon the dancer. Both are one, but both are two. We can say both are correct or both are wrong. So there are some other examples also. Fire and its heat, light, they are inseparable. Okay, you can say fire is something and light is different. We cannot say both are one. So that is second example. Then we say milk and its whiteness. That is another very good example. We can say honey and its sweetness. So these are all different examples we can say. So we can say they are both right or they are both wrong. So we have discussed the first one, Devi Shesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durataya Mameva Prabhadyante Mayam Etam Tarantate. So we have discussed now. Now, not only in the Bhagavad Gita, we can come to Devi also. In Devi Mahatmyam, there, one of the brahmacharinis, she mentioned this particular mantra in Devi Mahatmyam. It says, Jnaninam api chetamsi Devi Bhagavati hisa balad akrisha mohaya Mahamaya prachati. Mahamaya prachati, that is the word. He says, Jnaninam api chetamsi, even the mind of the wise man, Devi Bhagavati hisa, that Devi Bhagavati, balad akrisha mohaya, she will by force, she will take it, and Mahamaya prachati, she will throw us into delusion. So that is the game, actually. It is also why we let us not think why she does that. It is the game, the hide and seek game. The little baby, the mother will go and hide somewhere. The baby will go on searching for the mother. Finally, it becomes frightened and scared. The baby will start crying loudly. Then the mother will come out and then take the baby. So it's a game. The mother likes it. So in the same, it's only a game. She doesn't want to trouble us. The Mahamaya Prachate means she will throw us into Maya. That's the beautiful game which the mother and child plays. That way we have to understand. So that is regarding the Bhagavad Gita. We saw what Bhagavan Krishna had said. Now in Devi Mahatma, it's about Devi. We have seen Mahamaya Prachati, she will throw us into delusion. And again, regarding Shiva, we can say that. So I'll tell you the episode also, how it happened. In Devi Mahatmyam, the first chapter begins with an incident. The King Suratha, he was cheated by his own ministers, and his enemies conquered him, and he had to leave the kingdom on horseback. He went to the forest and he was lonely there. So when he reached the forest, he saw a person was sitting there. So that person's name was Samadhi. So the king got down and he said, "Who are you?" The man said, "I am Samadhi, I am a merchant." my own family cheated me, and so therefore I am left with nothing. So I just walked away to the forest. The king also said, I am also having the same experience. My ministers, they cheated me, and therefore my enemies conquered me, and I had to go away. Then, but the Surata said, unfortunately, even though my own kith and kin cheated me, I still feel a kind of attachment towards them. They cheated me, but still I feel kind of attachment. That's very surprising. The king said, King Surata. Then the merchant Samadhi, he said, I also can't understand why it happens. My own family cheated me, but still, instead of having any hatred or anger, I still feel kind of attachment. So why we can't understand? So then they started walking into the forest, and they reached an ashram, and there they had a darshan of sage Sumedas. This comes in the first chapter, in the beginning of Devi Mahatmyam, Chandi part. Sumedas, then they did namaskar, and then he asked them sit down. They had a discussion, and then there the Maharshi Sumedas, he tells them, you are feeling that attachment that is called Maya. There he says, there he explains why is that we have so much of attachment to the family. It is not attachment that we have. We should always think that my father, my mother, my other the siblings, etc., they are all given because of my past karma. God has given me. Therefore, I should love them and serve them instead of being too attached to them. That's the meaning. So therefore, Samadhi said that it is there. He said this mantra: Jnaninam apichetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisa Balat Akrisha Mohaya Mahamaya Prachati. The Devi's deluding power. That is what she says. And now then what happened? Let us see. We come to Shiva also in the Dakshinamurti Stotram. We know Dakshinamurti. The Amma in our the Sahasranam also we have that name, the Dakshinamurti. Then Dakshinamurti, in that fourth verse, in that it says the important part we'll see. There are the 4 lines. The first 2 lines are not very important. Deham pranam piyendriyan apichalam buddhim shunam viduhu. That is the verse. The important part we'll take. Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita Maha Vyamoha Samharine Tasmai Sri Guru Murtage Namidam Sri Dakshinamurtage. The important part is Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita Maha Vyamoham. That Vyamoham, the delusion, that is called Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita Maha Vyamoha Samharine Tasmai Sri Guru Murtage Namidam Sri Dakshinamurtage. So we say, oh, Dakshinamurti Guru, that Vyamoham, that delusion, that kind of delusion which trapped us in the worldly existence, that is because of that Mahamaya, Maya Shakti Vilasa. Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita Maha Vyamoha Samharine. That the Maha Vyamoha, that great, that disease, the dreadful deceit, Samharine, one who destroys that terrible disease which is caused by Maya. Tasmai Sri Guru Murtage Namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtage. So you say Trigunatmika Maya, we say, we know this very well, or everybody knows this. It is Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, and Tamo Guna, Trigunatmika. So these are the Sattva is the intelligence we have. If we want to create, we should have the intelligence, the knowledge, that is Sattva. Then we have to perform actions, that is called Rajas. So Rajas is the activity, and we should have Tamas also. Any machine needs rest. You cannot continuously operate a machine. So in the same way, our human body also, we have intelligence and we have sattva, that's called intelligence and knowledge. We have rajas or activity, and then we need rest also, that is called tamas. So even in Amma also we can see that she has so much of sattva, so much of sattva, and she has almost the equal quantity of rajas also. So you got so much of activity. So she's sitting and doing this. So the whole time she's involved in lot of activity, but at the same time she also for about 3 to 4 hours she closes her eyes and pretends to sleep. We can only say she is pretending to sleep, because actually her body is also, she looks the physical body. So I told this example long time back, that one young German boy, he in the olden days, Amma never allowed the devotees to take her photographs. So if you want to take her photograph, we need her permission. But this boy, without Amma's permission, that was the film. We didn't have this kind of the camera at that time. It was a film camera. The 30 films were there. So without Amma's knowledge, he took 30 films, 30 photos of Amma. And when he started developing, he saw that everything was there, but in the place where Amma was, it was a blank. So he cried and he went and fell at the Amma's feet. So what I'm trying to tell you is the Amma's body, it appears to be like a human body. She was given birth by the Damayanti Amma, but they are mostly of our body. There are consists of 5 elements. We say the space, air, fire, water, earth. So our body is mainly of water and earth, whereas the body of the divine beings, especially Amma, they are mostly of air and space, a little fire also. So the camera cannot catch it. So she also, Amma, the point is, Amma has so much of sattva and a lot of rajas also, so which keeps us a lot of activity, and a little tamas, otherwise she cannot sleep. So we say she's only pretending to sleep. So she closes her eyes and then she is. Otherwise, if she does not sleep, we won't be able to sleep. You say, why? What happened to Amma? She's not sleeping. So for our sake, she is taking rest. So that let my children also take rest. This is what we had to see. So unfortunately, when I went to an ashram the long time back, and I was listening to the talk by one of the devotees, not Swamis. The devotees, what he said was, I was very, very surprised. They do not know much about Devi. He was said, oh, ayyo, Devi, electricity, shock adikum. Devi's electricity, the Shakti. So the Devi's electricity, shock adikum. So they say Devi worship should be very, very careful, because she is the mother. Mother alone usually punishes us, because of her, she is very, very close to us, and we are also very, very close to our mother. So we don't mind if she beats us or punishes us. So that is the electricity, that is the shock. So they say Devi pujas should be performed very, very carefully. Although they try to frighten us, it is nothing like that. The 1,000 names. What does it start? Sri Matre Namaha. She begins with the name Sri Mata. Sri Mata means your mother. If I make mistakes, please forgive me. The first name itself is Sri Mata. You are my mother. Protect me if I make mistakes. So that doesn't mean we can be careless. We should be careful, but if we make the mistakes, certainly she will forgive us. So that is nothing like shocking. And secondly, so another important point I want to mention is Swami Vivekananda. Particularly he said that nowadays in Kali Yuga, we should worship Shakti. Especially he said, who said women are weak? Women are the incarnation of Shakti. they encourage the women also to be active in society, not just sitting at home and cooking. Of course, there is the main responsibility is cooking, looking, managing the house. That is the Gauri Ganesha, Gauri Annapurneshwari, she looks after the food, whereas Gauri is the mother who manages the entire house. Therefore, the women they have the responsibility of maintaining the house, which the husband may not be able to do, but she should be encouraged to come out in the society and work for the society also. That is what Swami Vivekananda was saying, that the women should be encouraged. They are the very embodiments of Shakti. So the Swami Vivekananda said, let us worship Shakti, because he was very, very sad during the freedom struggle. Our Indians way, they say they was mechanically chanting some lot of mantras. They were fearful, timid, a little selfish, and lazy also. So he was very sad. Therefore, the worship of Shakti means it is not a deity. We have Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. We have so many deities. We'll discuss it later. So when we are worshipping any form of Devi, we have to understand that she represents the infinite energy. That's what we have to say. So we are told, Amma herself has told this incident in the Ramayana. Amma said that before during the war between Sri Rama and Ravana, Amma told us that Sri Rama worshipped Devi for 9 days, and the incident says that in 9 days he was worshipping Devi with blue lotus flowers. Blue lotus flowers he worshipped for 9 days, and on the 9th day, in order to test him, what Devi did was she hid the puja material. She hid the blue lotuses. So then Sri Rama came and he noticed the absence of the blue lotuses. So he started thinking, okay, people call me the Neela Kambalaksha. They say that he is blue in color, and our devotees call him Neela Kamalaksha, one who has blue lotus eyes. So let me give my eye, because my eye also represents blue lotus. When he was about to cut his eye, Devi appeared before him and she blessed him and said, you will conquer Ravana. And on the Vijayadashmi, on the day he killed Ravana, and got back Sita. So symbolic meaning that we have to understand very well. There are a few incidents also which I will relate. When Sri Rama was worshipping Devi, he was not worshipping a devata, a deity. He knew Durga is the form of the Adipara Shakti, the infinite energy. Second incident is, in the Mahabharata, there are 2 incidents where Yudhishthira was also advised by Bhagavan Krishna to worship Durga, and we can see there is the Durga Stotram by Yudhishthira in the Mahabharata. Durga Stotram by Yudhishthira, it is in the Mahabharata just before the war. We have just before the war, again Bhagavan Krishna advised Arjuna also. Arjuna, you worship Durga Devi. He says, Shuchir Bhutva Mahabaho Sangrame Bibig Sutaha Parajaya Shatrunam Durga Stotram Udiraya. He says, Shuchir Bhutva Mahabaho, O Arjuna of infinite strength, Sangrame Abhimukhe Sitaha. Now you are about to start the war. Parajaya Shatrunam, in order to defeat the enemy, Durga Stotram Udiraya, chant Durga Stotram, Durga, worship Durga. That is the third one, and we have one more such example that comes in the Tripura Rahasya. There's a very good book on the Devi. We have three books on Devi, which is very popular. One is Tripura Rahasya, which is not very popular, but it's very, very important tantric. Then we have Devi Mahatmyam and we have Devi Bhagavatam. In Tripura Rahasya also there is a very important episode where the Maharshi Parashurama, after killing the Kshatriyas, the Vamsha 21 times, he said, my mother, when the Kartavira Arjuna killed his father Jamadagni Rishi, his mother Renuka, she went on beating her chest 21 times. And he vowed, my mother beat her chest 21 times. Therefore, I will eliminate the Kshatriya Vamsha 21 times from the face of the earth. And he did that. And then after that, he came to Sri Rama. We know the beautiful story. Sri Rama was such a compassionate person. And Lakshmana also got very angry. Lakshmana said, you have killed, because of one person, you have killed so many innocent Kshatriyas. What have you done? Then Parashurama, the Maya catches anybody. So he felt very sad. He said, let me go back and let me do a lot of tapas. And he goes to the mountains, and there he sees a great sage. The great sage tells him, the best guru for you is Dattatreya Maharshi. You go to Dattatreya Maharshi and he will train you. He will give you peace of mind. So Parashurama Rishi, he went to sage Dattatreya, and Dattatreya accepted him as his disciple. And then he taught him, he said, you worship Devi. This is the fourth one. First was Sri Rama, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, now Parashurama. And then Parashurama worshipped Devi with a lot of Abhisheka and Archana, etc. for 12 years. Then he said, I am not able to understand who is Devi. So he comes to the Dattatreya Rishi and says, I have worshipped Devi for 12 years. Who is this Devi? Please tell me. There is no improvement. I am not able to understand. There is no improvement. There is no progress, spiritual progress in me. But there Dattatreya said, you have progressed. Because in spiritual life, there are two stages. One we call as upasana, or worship. Then we come to after worship, when our mind becomes very pure and calm and concentrated, then we come to the final stage. It's called Nididhyasana, or enquiry. Therefore, in sadhana, there are two stages: worship, upasana, we have heard that, and enquiry, that is called Nididhyasana. Try to enquire, go into her nature. That's what Amma calls as the Tattvatil Bhakti. We have to know her nature. So when we have Bhakti, certainly we will want to know more about that person. Now, when I first came to Amma's ashram and I met Amma, I stayed for about 1 week. Within 2 days, I knew Amma's mother's name, Damayanti Amma, Sugunachan. Amma had 3 sisters, 3 brothers, all their names, the place where she used to meditate. I went and saw the school where she studied. I met her teacher also. Everything I knew. Therefore, bhakti should lead to jnana. When I love a person, I want to know more and more about that person. That lead to jnana. When I say, oh my God, Amma has licked the pus of a leper. That jnana, I got that jnana. Amma, the senior Swami said, Amma had licked the pus of the leper all over the body, and she kept her mouth and sucked the maximum pus was here on the forehead. Amma used to keep her mouth and suck out the pus and spit it out. I was shocked. So with that jnanam gave me more bhakti. Therefore, bhakti and jnana, they are complementary. When you have more jnanam, you get more bhakti. When you get more bhakti, you want to know more and more. So bhakti, jnana, they are 2 wings of a bird. They are not against each other. They are complementary. So here also we can see that he has done that process. So about Amma, the senior Swami told us an incident about long time, even before I joined ashram in 1985, 86. They said that two sannyasis, when they were, at the time, there was only a small kalari and then a few huts only, nothing was there. In front of the kalari, there was the only coconut trees. So therefore, when we were inside the kalari, they saw two sannyasis standing near the coconut trees, and they were concentrating on Amma for a long time. Then Amma called them inside. So they walked inside and they sat in both sides, and then Amma placed their heads on her lap. They sat there for a long time. They cried for a long time. Then finally they got up, they walked outside, and they told the senior Swamis, Amma has removed only one cover. Maragalku Mappuram. That song is there. Maragalku Mappuram. Amma has removed only one cover. She is behind 99 covers. You do tapas and know that her real nature. That's what he said. She has removed only one cover, and then she is behind, the real Amma is behind 99 covers. Therefore, you do a lot of tapas, and then you can know her real nature. And if you remember, Amma has also told us many times, I have not manifested even 5% of my infinite power. എൻ്റെ ശക്തിയുടെ ഒരു 5% പോലും ഞാൻ പുറത്തു വിട്ടിട്ടില്ല. If I manifest even 5% of my power, none of you can come near me. Therefore, we have to have that strength. We have to do a lot of tapas, and we have to now. For example, they say we want to know God. To show us God, we will say that God is the creator of countless suns. You look up at our sun. Our sun is smaller compared to their other suns. There are other suns which are much bigger than our sun. And the Ishwari Adi Parashakti, she is the creator of all suns. Udyadbhanu Sahasrabha, or in Meenakshi Panchakam they say Udyadbhanu Sahasra Kodi Sadrisha. Udyadbhanu Sahasra Kodi Sadrisha. The 1,000 crore suns, that kind of brilliance she has. With our eyes, we cannot look up at one sun. Then how can we know that God, that Supreme Being? And therefore, we have to do tapas. We have to have the instrument should have that much of capacity. Again, we say that in the Ganga Devi, she agreed to come down to earth. And then the Ganga Devi told Bhagirath, now look here, sage, I can come down, but unfortunately, the earth will not be able to bear my weight. And therefore, you should ask, the only person who can bear my weight is Bhagavan Shiva, Parameshwara. You ask him. So again, Bhagirath, you know the story very well. Bhagirath, again, he did a lot of tapas, and he requested Bhagavan Shiva, oh Bhagavan Shiva, Ganga Devi is coming down, please take her please bear her weight. And Bhagavan blessed him and said, I will do. And then when she descended, he took the entire his locks of hair, and then he let out a thin stream of thing. That is what is called the Ganga Devi, which we can see that. And therefore, we have to understand that we had that Shiva Shakti, that Shiva's Shakti we should have to bear this Adi Parashakti's knowledge. That's what we have to say. So there is a very beautiful the suktam which many of our brahmacharis and brahmacharis have learned it. It's called the complete suktam is called Devi Atharva Shesham, or the smaller one is called the Devi Suktam or a Ratri Suktam. So it says, Sarve Deva Devi Upatasta Kastatu Mahadeviti. So all the Devas, they went to Devi, and they Sarve Vai Deva Devim Upatasta Kasitum Mahadeviti. Sa Bravit, Aham Brahmaswarupini. That way she said, I am Aham Brahmaswarupini. So all the gods went to Devi and saw her dazzling form, and they said, oh Devi, please tell us who you are. Then she said, I am whatever I see, whatever you see in this creation, everything is myself. That is called the, here we call it Devi Suktam. That we will see, we will chant, and they will give the English meaning also.
अहं रुद्रेभिर्वसुभिश्चराम्यहमादित्यैरुत विश्वदेवैः अहं मित्रावरुणो भावि.
I am the one who powers the Rudras and also the Adityas and Vishwadevas. I hold aloft both Mitra and Varuna and empower Indra, Agni and both the Ashwins. I am the Soma, bliss that takes you beyond body and mind. I power the cosmic architect, Tvasta. I power Pushan, the nourisher, and Bhaga, who dispenses Bhagya. I am giver of fruits of the sacrifices and grant the wealth of oblation to the mindful institutor of sacrifice and do the performer of Soma sacrifice. I Lord, O the whole universe, I am one with full of wisdom, the first venerable deity among those are worshipped and offer prosperity. I am present in all beings in various forms. All gods and devotees venerate me everywhere. The being who feeds himself, who sees, who hears what is told, and who sustains life only owes it to my grace and powers. The one fails to perceive me lives in dissipated life. Listen, yo, wise ones, the truth indeed speak. I myself only speak this which is pleasing to both gods and men whoever desires. Accordingly, I do make them mighty, knower of Brahman, a sage or wise one. I only stretch Rudra's bow that his arrow slays those who defy Brahman. I wage war to protect mankind. I have pervaded heaven and earth. I give birth to heaven on the surface of this earth. My power of creation is within the cosmic ocean and waters where all beings appear and disappear. I permeate through all beings and have always reached the worlds with my own Maya. Like the wind, I only blow myself, from which commands forth all living beings and universes. I hold together all of existence beyond this earth and heavens, and the magnitude of my grandeur lies infinite.
So we have to remember very well that Sri Rama, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Parshurama, they all worshipped Devi, but at the same time we have to understand it is not the way we worship. We worship Durga Devi as a Devata, as our mother. That is the beginning, but that is not the end. We have to understand her real nature. So when what is the implied meaning there? You have to bring out there is infinite divine energy. The Devi dwells in our heart. So when we worship Devi, what is achieved is that infinite Devi manifests. That is the real worship. That is what Sri Rama, Yudhishthira, Arjuna and Parashurama did. Worshipping Devi, they were able to bring out the infinite divine energy. That is Adi Parashakti. They were able to defeat their enemies that way. So we can say in science also they say everything is energy. Energy cannot be created energy cannot be destroyed. That's what science says. So first, the scientist Dalton said that atoms are the simplest part of an element which cannot be further divided. But later, Albert Einstein came and said that atoms can be divided into electrons, protons, neutrons, etc. We know this science also. And Albert Einstein, he said everything is energy. Everything is energy. So when Albert Einstein says there is energy, we can believe. But when our Purana say this is Adi Parashakti, we cannot believe. And that is very unfortunate. So Albert Einstein could not understand what exactly he knew. He said everything is energy, and he also said this is cosmic intelligence. He said cosmic intelligence. So that is Brahma, Param Brahma, and his Shakti, Maya Shakti. So this is why we give we call primordial energy. That is the supreme being, the mother. We call her mother the supreme being. That is what you see now. And now how to worship the supreme being, the infinite, the supreme being, the mother, the mother goddess, who's present everywhere. How to worship her as the Shakti who's present everywhere. For that, we have a very, very important the topic which is called as Mahayajna or Panchayajna. The Yajna, Panchayajna, if you do perform Panchayajna, that way we will be worshipping the entire creation, because the creation has given us a lot. This person whom you see before you, the nature has given me so much. So we have the gratitude to return at least something which we have taken from the world, and that giving back what we have received out of gratitude, that is called a simple meaning of yajna. That will be the next topic we can take, the topic of Mahayajna.
Hare Amma Swasti na Indra Vredasravaha Swasti na Pokal Vishwavedaha Swasti na Stariksho Arishtaneme Swasti no Brihaspatridadhato Om Paya Pretivyam Paya Orkhade Kupayo Divyantarikshe Payodhaha Payasvate Pradeshah Santo Mayam Om Vishnorakamase Vishno Snaptresto Vishno Shurase Vishno Dhruvose Vaishnavamase Vishnavetva Om Magdir Devata Vado Devata Surjo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Jitya Devata Maruto Devata Vishve Deva Devata Brihaspatr Devatendro Devata Varuno Devata Om Chatvari Shringatrayo Asya Pada Dveshi Rekhe Saptahastaso Asya Tridha Baddho Vrekha Bhoro Ravete Maho Devo Martyan Avivesha Namah Shambhavaya Chamayo Bhavaya Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayaskaraya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Aditirantariksham Mata Sapita Saputra Vishve Deva Adite Panchajana Aditarjatam Aditarjanitvam Dirghayutvaya Balaya Varchase Suprajastvaya Sahasa Atho Jiva Sharada Shatam Yo Ho Shantirantarikshakkho शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वतो शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः 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 सुशान्तिर्भवतु सर्वारिष्टशान्तिर्भवतु श्रीरस्तु कल्याणमस्तु शुभं भूयात्.
Something very interesting happened today. Usually we record our weekly episode on Thursdays in the morning, and we have recorded today. The topic was, as you know, the Adipara Shakti, the Devi as the universal mother, Devi as the supreme being. That's the topic, and we have finished recording in the morning. And in the evening, just now we were listening to Amma's bhajans, and Amma gave us two. I am sure that Amma sang these two bhajans today only for our sake, to give us two very good examples of Devi. We have so many bhajans on Devi. These are two very good bhajans Amma gave for us, for me, and all of Amma's children today. The two bhajans I will sing, we know it is very popular bhajans, but the meaning is very, very apt for our today's topic. The first one is, we know, the Srishtiyum Niye, Srishtavum Niye, Shaktiyum Niye, Satyavum Niye. Creation and creator art thou. Thou art energy and truth, O goddess, O goddess, O goddess. Andakadaha vidhatavum niye, adiyumantavum niye. Creatress and the cosmos, you are the creator and the cosmos art thou. And thou art the beginning, thou art the beginning and the end. And then Paramanu Chaitanya Purudum Niye, Panchabhutangalum Niye. The essence of the individual thou art, the essence of the individual soul thou art, and thou art the five elements as well. You know, the five elements are space, air, fire, water and earth. O mother, thou art that. And this is one bhajan, and the second bhajan is, we know that we all of us like this beautiful bhajan. Deenatarini Duritavarini Triguna Sanjayadharini Sujana Palini Nidhanakarini Saguna Niruguna Rupini. So in that bhajan, the two verses are very, very important for us. She says, Hadiyum punarantavum tava devi nahi nahi engilum pada sevakaraya varkai rupa bhedamadutuni. She says, Adiyum punarantavum tava devi nahi nahi engilum. O mother, you, even though you have no beginning, you have no end. But he says, though you have no beginning or end, you assume different forms for those who serve your feet. You are the unchanging truth, even when the time changes, O Mother of the Universe, O Bhavani, protect us, protect us. I take refuge at your lotus feet. So she says, Roopamullil Ninachidum Oru Sadhaganna Sarupini Roopahina Madayu Masidayakil Devi Arupini. So she says, Roopamullil Ninachidum Oru Sadhaganu Sarupini Rupahina Madayu Upasayadayakil Devi Arupini. O Devi, for the spiritual aspirant who meditates on your form, you assume a form and And those who worship you as the formless, you appear as formless. For those who consider Devi as those who worship the form, you appear as form, and for those who worship you as the formless, you are the formless. So both are correct. We can see we have already seen so many forms. So we say we have Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. These are the first three for the forms of Bhagavan, and for they have their. This is the greatest. We say in India, there are people who say that women are not given importance. No, it is wrong. Look at Brahma is powerless without Saraswati. Vishnu is powerless without Lakshmi. So we say they have the Brahma, Brahmani, Vishnu, Vaishnavi, Lakshmi, Maheshwara, Maheshwari. So they see so many forms we have. They say the Varaha, Varahi. Varahi is a very, very important. We show that photo also. Varahi is the commander-in-chief of Lalita Parameshwari. They say the Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi gives us positive qualities, whereas Varahi removes the negative qualities. So Varahi is Varaha, Varahi. Then we have Narasimha, Narasimhi. So we have the Kumara, Subramanya, Kaumari. So there are so many forms. Our Kanji Acharya, Paramacharya, Kanchipuram Acharya says that the Bala Tripura Sundari, meditating and worshipping her is very, very, very auspicious. He says that like there are so many for every deva there is the corresponding devi also. This we have to understand. This is the greatest of our culture, that the Adi Parashakti is her help comes in so many wonderful forms. And lastly, I'll complete that story. We remember that the King Suratha and the merchant Samadhi, he had come to the ashram of the Rishi Sumedas. So he first said that the Mahamaya is causing you a problem. You are still attached to your families. So he says you worship Devi for a long time with a lot of devotion. She will appear before you and she will bless you. And they followed his instructions. Both the King Suratha and the merchant Samadhi, they worshipped Devi for a long time and with a lot of devotion. And finally, Devi appeared before them and they asked them what boon do they want. So this comes in the first chapter of the first chapter. It begins and finally last in the end the Devi Mahatma end with this actually. So they say Devi asks King Suratha, what do you want? So he was a little worldly. He says, oh Devi, give me, I want my kingdom back. Make me a great emperor. And Devi blessed him and said, in the next yuga you will be born as one of the Manus. So he can see that Devi Mahatmam starts with Savarni Surya Tanayo. If you see that Savarni, this King Suratha, he was reborn as the Savarni. Savarni means Savarni Surya Tanayo. So Surya's son, and Savarna or Swarna is the wife of Surya, and Savarni is the Suratha was reborn as Savarni. And Sumed, when the Devi asked the merchant Samadhi, what do you want? Samadhi said, oh mother, give me moksha, salvation. Give me that power, the knowledge of the Atma by which I become deathless. And she blessed him and he was given the mukti. He was given the Atmachanam and Mukti, and therefore, in our one of her Amritadara, the Swami Turiyam Swami says, also Amma says, the Chodipadishwaran Nalgum Ennal Chodipan Venam Vivekam. Whatever we pray for sincerely with devotion, God will bless us. But ചോദിപ്പതീശ്വരൻ നൽകും, എന്നാൽ ചോദിപ്പാൻ വേണം വിവേകം. We should have our wisdom to ask. God will give us whatever we want, but we should have the wisdom also to ask what is best for us. And that, so let Amma give us the wisdom also, to wisdom, the devotion and wisdom, so we will ask for. She will give us, she is the mother, the bhukti they say, they say, there are people who say, why is the Mahakali, she is without the upper garment. So he says she is impatiently waiting for us. So she gave, that is her breasts represent bhukti mukti. She will give us both. She is impatiently waiting for her children. We are all small children. For her, we are just babies. And so she will give us both bhukti mukti pradayani. She will give us the prosperity, and finally she will the bhukti mukti pradayani. That is our Kali, Mahakali. We pray to Amma to give us both, to give us total faith and surrender, and finally take us to our, so may the help us merge into her divine feet. Om Amritageetananda.
Uttama prematin paryayamayidum shashvata sneha pradanamutte pavana vatsalyam egunna pavani പാദത്തിൽ കണ്ണീരാലർച്ചിച്ചിടാം ഭാവനയ്ക്കപ്പുറം എങ്ങോ വിലസുന്ന സത്യസ്വരൂപത്തിൻ തേൻമൊഴികൾ കർണ്ണ മനോഹരമാവചനങ്ങളാൽ കാതും ഹൃദയവും ശാന്തമായി. ഉത്തമ പ്രേമത്തിൻ പര്യായമായിടും ശാശ്വത സ്നേഹ പ്രദാനമുത്തേ പാവന വാത്സല്യം ഏകുന്ന പാവനി പാദത്തിൽ കണ്ണീരാലർച്ചിച്ചിടാം. ആകൃപവർണ്ണിപ്പാൻ ആവതില്ലാർക്കുമേ സ്നേഹം വാക്കാൽ പരവതല്ല. ആ പ്രേമമെങ്ങനെ ഞാനുരച്ചിടുവാൻ കണ്ണീരാൽ വീണ്ടും നമിച്ചിടുന്നേ. ഉത്തമ പ്രേമത്തിൻ പര്യായമായിടും ശാശ്വത സ്നേഹ പ്രദാനമുത്തേ പാവന വാത്സല്യം ഏകുന്ന പാവനി പാദത്തിൽ കണ്ണീരാലർച്ചിച്ചിടാം. പാദത്തിൽ കണ്ണീരാലർച്ചിച്ചിടാം.